So we went to the Brocante in the Fort Mace, and walking in, you'll see there's an interesting statue there. So this particular Brocante is owned by a chap who's been doing it for donkey's years, and his son is a carpenter. And after the fella's son finished his carpentry apprenticeship, he came back to work with his dad in the shop, and he produces one-off pieces, made-to-measure tables and interesting pieces. So that's a table there on the right with a horse head on it. That's all his work, and it's of a very high quality. It's very expensive, but anyway, so Jane liked the mushrooms, so that was interesting, and yeah, so just looking round, more tables by the young fella, bit of rosewood there, I think that is lovely. Looking at the Chesterfield. I really like these chairs. I think they might have been from out of a car or something and made to look like a chair, but really, it's really comfortable. So this was €1,800. This is a piece of his work. I think that's just for the table. There's them chairs again. That was like a, well, you can see there's a petrol pump and a pinball machine from 1974. That was actually. So you can see the arrows on the floor. This particular item, this is for Steve because he's a bit of a jagnut, but that was €1,950. So sadly, Steve, that had to stay in the shop. So all of this stuff is on the ground floor of this Brocante, and the less good quality stuff and the older stuff is upstairs, which we'll show you shortly. It's a painting, and €750 for this piece of art. Stick it on the front of me car, lovely. A couple of Chesterfields there, Chesterfield chairs for 1,650 the pair, la pair. So yeah, those obviously very good quality chairs. So this was like I think it's like a Thai boat chair, but it was €980, which is a lot, I thought. It had a bit of storage inside it, a bit of sculpture there. So it's probably pewter. So this is upstairs. It was really warm upstairs. So there's a case that I thought was quite interesting. However, it had a vendu sticker on it, which means that it's sold. So as you can see, the quality of the stuff upstairs is a bit less, and the stuff's a bit older. But yeah, still some interesting stuff up there. We had been looking for a farmhouse table when we bought our place. We didn't really get the table that we wanted, so we've been looking for a real authentic farmhouse as a table. That's an empty case. It's an open and shut case. Yeah, so we'd been looking for a farmhouse table with chairs. So there's plenty to choose from here, although not the ones that we wanted really. So just looking about. And this particular one caught my eye. The one underneath, it's very nice, and had the 6 chairs with the woven seat. But sadly, and it was €300. But sadly, it's got vendu on it, so someone's bought that, which is a bit of a choker. But there you go. So I think if that hadn't have been sold, I think I would have bought that. Or we would have bought that. Yeah, so there's another one which wasn't as good quality as the other one, so had the front of the drawer hanging off. So this is an old record player I saw. Sat inside an old telephone booth, strangely enough. Piece of junk. I think the rest of this stuff is politely called bric-a-brac. This was interesting. This was a prayer chair. So you would kneel on it, put your elbows on the top there and say your devotions. So that was quite interesting. But as I say, the rest of this stuff is politely called bric-a-brac. Others may call it something else. Just had a bit of a root round in this stuff. Earthenware jugs there. I thought I'd spotted a bit of copper, but it turned out to be a bit of rubbish, really. Yeah, not very good quality at all. The reason I'm doing this voiceover is because there was music playing in the background, and for copyright reasons, I can't have that. So there's another table there. That's quite badly stained. I think that might have been laminate actually on the top, or laminated. So more tables and chairs. There's an old set of radios there, probably from before the war, I'd imagine, at €20 each. Came back to this table again just to have a second look. The front of the drawer had come off. That's also at €300. I think that included the chairs, I'm not sure. But so this is a second Brocante, a much smaller one, also in Lefort mace. This is a 2-inch mortar round that was fired up over the top of the battlefield that would eject a light that would shine down onto the battlefield and illuminate it. Lots of little interesting bits in this one. Much smaller place. This was a display thing to show commemorative medals from the Great War, the First World War. That's quite interesting. So there we are. So that was the Brocante. I don't know what you're looking at, and it was all quite interesting. So, today's job is we're going to make a feature out of the milk churn, and we're going to route the water from the pond filter into the churn. The water's going to go through the churn into the pond. That's the plan. So, first job, we've already decided that that's going to be the bottom, this is the top. So we're going to make the hole. That's so big. So I want to make a divot in it with a punch, so that the drill can get a purchase on it and it won't skate around all over. So just make it thin. Get a drill. A bit of lubrication. So we've got a nice hole drilled there, as you can see. There's a bit. And we're going to route the pipe from the filter into there. So we'll drill the hole, and yep, I can drill the hole, and we're just going to place it in and see how we go. So if you want to come over and have a look. So I'm just going to get the pipe, swing that in there. And then under there. Okay. What we have there is a water feature. Look at that. Fantastic. This is the woodshed before we start tidying up, and yeah, lots to do. So the plan is get everything out and sort it all out, get the racking up, and put everything back, basically. Here we go. Okay, so we're all cleared out. All swept out. Tidied up. We found mice, we found salamanders. Some massive spiders. So, bella's worn out. So, the woodshed's all done, pretty much. I've still got a bit of tidying up to do, but it's pretty much done. So, all the tools put away. The racking's up. Load of tools. Still got to get that wood. My new workbench. What a nightmare to put together. Only took me 4 hours. The rest of the tools and stuff got to sort all out. Well, it's pretty much organised, but it's organised chaos. So yeah. So that's the woodshed as it is now. Good. So some more stuff for the déchetterie, for the dump. Brilliant. so this will probably be the next job. Sort that down here. So yeah, actually the next job, I'll tell you what the next job is. The next job is to get all this put back together. There's some bits of wood, I'll just go across here, and a bit of wood there. I just had the brilliant idea to use the wood I got from the old workbench. So that's the plan. Good. So things are moving at a pace here. The woodshed's done. All the tools are in there, ready to go. We've done the water feature on the pond. This will be the next project. What we got here is an old mangle that bought from the UK. Paid about 30 quid on eBay for it. It's never going to mangle again, so the idea is to make another feature of it. What we're going to do, we're going to rub it down, get all the old rust and paint off it, paint it, stick a bit of wood up here from the recycled wood from the old workbench, stick another bit of wood there, maybe another bit of wood there, and yeah, so it's going to be shells for plants around the corner. I think it'll be really nice. So let's crack on with that. Good job. So that's most of the loose paint taken off. Just going to give it a bit of a brush down now, and any loose bits I can't get with the drill, I'll scrape them off with a screwdriver and a bit of sandpaper and get ready for paint. So here we go. So we've come inside. Sun's roasting out there, so we're going to crack on painting, and yeah, let's get started. The mangle painted, and just get the stain on there. Brilliant. So that's the wood stained. All we've got to do now, wait for it to dry, make those bits of wood for the plants to stand on, stain them, fit them, and the job's a good one. So here's the finished article. We bought some plants yesterday, planted them up, so they're going to be growing over the next few weeks. Probably going to get another one put down the bottom there just to finish it. So yeah, so really pleased with that. Thanks for watching, and don't forget, like, subscribe and share, and mine, there you go. I'll see you later. Thanks.